You know that moment when you realize someone on your team keeps missing deadlines? Or that presentation you reviewed is still missing the edits? You know you're going to need to say something, but you're worried it'll come out wrong. Or worse, you're worried it's going to damage your relationship. Here's the truth. Saying nothing doesn't help. It lets small issues turn into big ones. But saying the wrong thing the wrong way, that's going to create a whole different problem. I'm David Hofstetter, and after 30 years of training and coaching leaders, I've seen what happens when feedback goes sideways. And I've seen it when it lands perfectly. So today, I want to show you how to give feedback that's clear, constructive, and actually builds trust instead of tension. If you're ready, we can dive in. Here's the thing. Feedback isn't just a performance tool, it's a leadership skill. According to Gallup, employees who receive regular feedback are 3.5 times more likely to be engaged at work. That's not a soft stat. That's culture, productivity, and retention all wrapped up into one. When managers avoid feedback, performance is going to stall. And when they do it well, motivation and clarity will skyrocket. Your team doesn't want just praise, they want clarity. They want to know what's working, what's not, and how they can get better. So when feedback is regular and supportive, it becomes fuel for growth, not a punishment for mistakes. So before you focus on what to say, you've got to shift how you think about feedback. So here are 3 quick mindset resets. Development, not discipline. Conversation, not verdict. And behavior, not character. First, it's about development, not discipline. Feedback isn't about catching mistakes. It's about coaching improvement. Second, it's a conversation, not a verdict. If you walk in ready to deliver a speech, you've already lost them. You need to walk in and be ready to listen. And third, it's about behavior, not about character. You're addressing what someone did, not who they are. And when feedback comes from belief instead of blame, people don't just hear it, they actually trust it. So here's the framework I teach every manager that I train and I coach. The 5 R's for giving feedback. Ready, real, respectful, resolve, and reinforce. So let's break them down. Don't wing it. You got to do your homework first. Gather specific examples. Don't say things like you're always late. Use actual dates and actual outcomes. And check your intent. Are you helping them grow? Or are you venting frustration? If you're still upset and frustrated, pump the brakes and take a minute. Timing is going to matter. You don't want to wait 3 weeks, but also Friday at 4:55 p.m., not the time. If you need to cool down or gather more data, acknowledge it. We need to talk about what happened in this morning's meeting. Let's schedule a time tomorrow when we're both ready, and that will give you both of you time to think clearly. And focus on behavior, not personality. Here's a couple examples. Don't say something like, you have a bad attitude. Instead, in yesterday's meeting, you interrupted Sarah 3 times, and that shut down her input. You can use I statements to avoid sounding accusatory. I noticed that instead of you always. And have facts over feelings. Make it specific and actionable. Here's another example. Don't say something like, you need to communicate better. Say, the project update was due Monday and delivered Wednesday. When deliverables come in late, the team can't move forward and clients get anxious. Do you see the difference? One's vague and the other gives them something they can actually fix. So consider your tone and your body language. How you present yourself will say more about what you're thinking than the words you use. And here's the key. Promote a 2-way conversation. Ask questions to understand their perspective before you give your feedback. You could ask, how do you think yesterday's meeting went? And then let them talk. Let them do most of the talking while you listen. You can guide them through questioning. Help them see the issue themselves. Don't just tell them what went wrong. Coach them how to solve it themselves. You could ask, how do you think you could have handled that differently? Or you could have said, what result were you hoping for and what got in the way? Help them understand the impact, not just on them, but on the team and on the project. Most people don't want to hurt others or derail progress. When they see the ripple effect, they'll own the solution. And when they solve the problem themselves, it's theirs. They own it. It won't be, she told me I had to do this. It'll be their idea and their commitment. That's the difference between compliance and buy-in. And follow up, answer questions, check on progress, acknowledge improvement when you see it. Don't just give feedback and walk away. That's just criticism with extra steps. Here's what that could sound like. 2 weeks later, you say, I noticed your last 2 updates came in on time. Nice work. The solution you came up with is obviously working. That 20-second follow-up tells them that you're paying attention, that you care, and that you believe that they can keep improving. And that's how you build your credibility. So here's the bottom line. Feedback doesn't have to be awkward or heavy. It's one of the most powerful ways to build trust, shape culture, and help your team grow. Giving feedback, well, is what separates managers from leaders. Managers avoid it or botch it. Leaders use it to build stronger, more capable teams. And when you do it right, it's not awkward at all. It's just good leadership. So here's your challenge for the week. Give one piece of feedback using the 5 R's. Pick one person, one situation, keep it clear, keep it constructive, and make it actionable. Then drop a comment below and tell me how it went, what worked, what didn't. I'm reading all the comments. And if you're feeling stretched, thin, or you're feeling overwhelmed as a leader right now, grab a free guide I've got for you. It's called Feeling Stuck at Work. It's a 3-question reset. The link's in the description below. And if you like this video, click like below and press subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. I'm dropping them on Wednesdays. I'm David Hofstetter, and I'll see you next week.